I'm here.
Wait a couple seconds. You could talk now. We're going live.
Uh-huh.
I changed my mind. I can't do this.
I can't.
We can ad-lib, no worries.
How's my makeup?
Who's calling me?
Not me.
Not me.
What is Max doing?
Maybe.
I have no idea. I don't. Max, I'm sorry, but you said you wasn't coming, so I didn't put a screen on for you.
Maybe he changed his mind.
I had to redo the whole setup. Oh, somebody's got their song, mute, or their video on.
Not me this time.
I think it was me, actually.
So even that Max isn't on here. You know what, Chris?
Yeah.
He can probably hear us now.
Yeah. Let me call him real quick.
Don't do that.
Merry Christmas. I can see if I can fit him in here. I gotta figure this out. Let me call him real quick. Put him on live.
You only got 30 seconds.
Why would he call? Why would he call right on the smack dab in the middle? Give me a second.
Oh, jeez.
All right. Let's see who we got in the house. Let's see if we got some people here. Timothy Arnold. Thank you. That's one of our members right there, folks. Good job. Thank you. I appreciate it. William Face, you're everywhere, man. Santa Claus is making a lot of people happy. Good evening, everyone. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. All right. So we got a new thing here. Our members here, and this is where you get your name on the list if you're a member. So right here, we have 3 members right now supporting us every month. Freaking thank you. I really appreciate that. Awesome stuff. Let me see if I can get this snow off here real quick. Because
if there was a naughty and a nice list,
driving.
this is the nice list, right?
Yeah, it was driving less mad. No, actually, I got to change this setting. I like the snow, actually. There we go.
Get rid of that snow.
All right, Max. Hopefully you can hear me. I put 3 screens on here. I'll see if I can get that working here in a minute, where I can put another 4th one on here. But I already did all the screens because you said you wasn't going to be here tonight. So anyway, all right. Let's see here. Let's get out of this screen and go to the next one. Everybody, welcome to the podcast. We got a special guest tonight. Scott's here. Cruiser. Is it Cruiser or Hoosier Cruiser?
The Hoosier Cruiser. Self-proclaimed, anyways.
Yeah. So while you guys are, we'll talk here in a second. Now I'll see if I can get another screen on here and get Max on here. Max had a dinner arrangement, folks, and he said I wasn't going to make it. I said, okay, Max, that's okay. So what I need you to do, I need you to call. I mean, we talked last night, and he did a special message for everybody. I'm going to put everybody together. RN Adventures, welcome to the podcast. Max is in the comments. Max, are you home? Or do you have the camera and everything working? I just want to make sure that you can hear us. And then I'll see if I can get you in here. Yeah, everybody, this is going to be a great podcast. It's how many days before Christmas, man? I got the hat on, folks. Santa Claus. So it might not look good on me because I'm not really Santa Claus, but my wife likes it when the lights are out.
Fake.
Rough crowd.
Yeah. BFP Garage, welcome to the podcast. We're just waiting for everybody to get in here. We got 12 right now. We're going to get more, I'm sure.
I'm waiting on a password, Christopher.
Password for what?
You signed me out over here.
It's the same thing it's always been. See, this is the reason why my wife really needs to go to nursing home probably pretty soon one of these days.
Yeah.
But, it's the last 4 of my thing, okay? I mean, Jesus. It's been like this for 20 years, folks.
It says wrong password, man.
Oh, my gosh. I'm going to go. I don't even want to waste my time on it.
Okay, that's fine.
Jesus. I can't really say it out loud. Oh, my gosh.
Hey, check and make sure the cap lock isn't on or whatever, or the num lock.
What do you mean?
Oh, man. Yeah,
to get in the Facebook? What are you?
So we've been telling Chris
Just
for
Google.
forever. He needs to get a
Yeah,
tech
go
guy,
to-
right?
Where you want to go? Go to YouTube. Yeah,
That's where I was
YouTube.com.
at.
Okay.
Oh
They sh-
man.
Yeah, right there.
They should have turned us off.
I mean, there, see how easy it is?
Same place I was at, Chris.
Oh, yeah? Well, it says right. Well, you probably messed my password. Okay.
You need to keep talking there, Les.
Yeah, please do. Jesus.
Well, we can hear you guys talking, and you're talking over the top of us. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
Chris,
you-
you're talking over the top of him.
messed
so
it
there
up.
you go.
You should never have typed over it.
Go ahead, Les. We're not going to talk now.
Oh, sure. Okay. Yeah. So Scott and I have some things in common. I grew up in Indiana, and so did you, Scott. So you were where'd you grow up at? What area of Indiana?
I grew up in Nashville, Indiana, also known as Little Nashville, because in a way it's just like, well, a very, very small scale Nashville, Tennessee. There's even a place, well, it burnt down. It was called the Little Nashville Opry. So just a little tourist town people like to ride to, especially in the fall when the leaves change, about an hour south of Indianapolis. So I loved it. Still go back frequently because there's a lot of good riding in that area.
Yeah. So Brown County, right?
Yep,
I
absolutely.
think there's a winery down there, not too far from Nashville, if I remember right. Brown County Winery. We
Yep.
found one.
And then my cousin opened one called Range 46 Winery just a couple
Oh.
miles east of there. So there's a shameless plug for her. So,
Oh, okay. Well, I'll actually make a note of that. My wife and I want to go to that. Range
Okay.
46. Range
Yep.
46. Yeah. So fun fact, I still have ticket stubs in my wallet from 1992 from the Little Nashville Theater when I went to see George Jones.
oh, all right. Yeah, that would have been a good one for sure.
Yeah, he played for 1 hour, turned tail, walked right off the stage out the back, and he was gone in seconds.
Oh, wow.
He was on the bus and out the road. 1 hour flat. I'll never forget that.
That's a
And
quick show.
oh yeah, it was 1 hour, and we're all thinking we're going to get an encore. We didn't get anything. We didn't
Just,
get
yeah,
anything.
wait there. A couple hours later, he still didn't step back out.
No,
onto
no,
the
we didn't
stage.
wait that long. We're like, heck with this guy, but no. So you growing up around, I'll say the southern portion of Indiana, you're probably pretty familiar then with some of the roads and the rides and stuff down there, because where we're at, Northern Kentucky, we make our way over there pretty often, and we found some really cool roads. But you probably have the inside scoop on a lot more than what we do.
Yeah, 135 South, we talked about that earlier, seems to be the go-to road. But growing up there, I know of a lot of other really nice roads that aren't as popular that I think are, just as good, if not better. So I do a lot of leading with my friends around that area just since I know all those real fun side roads.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. There's a lot of stuff down there that you can go to, ride to, different parks. In Brown County, we were over. What is it? We rode over one time, but several times actually. Yeah, I spend a lot of time over and around southern Indiana on different rides and things.
Mhm.
Did you get it figured out, Chris?
Yeah, man. We just had to fire somebody. It's okay. We got it all control. Oh my gosh. When it says,
I'm outta here.
would you like to select this password? You don't override the password. You know what I'm saying?
I just got fired.
Yeah, she's fired. She's done. She's gone. All right. I'm trying to now, since maybe Max is listening, I'm going to try to get you on a screen here in a second. All right. So I missed everything because I didn't have my headphones on because I couldn't take them with me on the cord. With the cord on.
The podcast is done. We're finished. You missed it.
We're done. We're done. Okay, good.
That was real fun, everybody.
Man, I was ready to go for Christmas. I got to wrap some presents because Connie's not getting one. I'm going to give them to somebody else now.
Yes. So you didn't always ride a bike, right? This is something I'll say fairly recent for you.
Yeah. So I didn't start riding until I was 30. I'm 42 now, so compared to a lot of people, not as much experience. And when I bought one, it was for my 30th birthday. It was nothing more than just curiosity and wanting to be able to ride with some work friends. And then, long story short, it just really took off from there. Just started getting more into the long distance trips and traveling and things like that. So, yep, 30 years old is the first time I ever even sat on a motorcycle.
Oh, wow. Wow. It's crazy. It's crazy. A lot of people start, early on in life, they have parents that
Mhm.
ride and things like that. And, I didn't have parents that ride, but I was very curious early on, in my teens to get a bike and jump on and start riding. So, uh, yeah, pretty. So, you made your way up from your beginner bike, right? You had was it a Shadow, you said?
Yep, started out on a little Honda Shadow. Maybe about 6 months later, I had a Kawasaki Vulcan.
Hmm.
Had that maybe, let's see, I know in 2015, I got a, Harley Road King, so I had the Vulcan up to that point. And then in the spring of 2020, when I met my girlfriend, who's now my wife, um, after realizing that she also loved riding, is when I got the Road Glide because it was just a little better for two up touring, the bells and whistles with the GPS screen and all that. And we still have that same Road Glide. It's been a tank. We haven't been kind to it, and it's still chugging along good.
It's still.
All right.
How many times has it been in a garage? No, never mind. I don't want to talk
So we,
Oh, don't start that.
no, so,
about
so,
I'll
so
leave.
Scott, no, so Scott has to settle something for Max and I. Fixed fairing or a movable batwing fairing? Which would you prefer?
I prefer the fixed fairing. I've ridden batwing bikes, and to me, they feel just a little more cramped, like a little closer to you. Whereas on the Road Glide, it's out a little further and just feels a little more open. Um, but I mean, if the Batwing was the only option, I'd still enjoy it and be able to adapt okay. But I do prefer, as far as the Harley world, the Road Glide to the Street
Sure.
Glide, for example.
Yeah, I just moved to a fixed fairing. All of my prior bikes were bat wings or no fairings,
Mhm.
and I got to tell you that the Road Glide style shark nose fairing, whatever you want to call it, is definitely what I prefer.
All right.
Mhm.
I think I got everything fixed. Welcome to the podcast, Max. Bah humbah. Next time, text me, so I know, what's going on here.
Well, I was trying to call, but I was doing my best to come down I-75, which was surprisingly clear from dinner,
Uh-huh.
and I got here in time. Actually, I've been here since about 5 till 7 trying to get in. So here
Well,
I
yeah.
am.
Yeah,
And
so-
season's greetings to you, Scott, Max, glad to meet you.
Oh, you
And
too.
you're dead wrong about the fairings.
Oh, here we go.
That's how
Oh,
you're gonna start
controversy
off.
already. This is enough.
Okay,
You're all fired.
Because here we go. I mean, I understand about the fixed fairing, and like Les says, he's had them both. I have ridden on fixed fairing bikes. I think they're too far away. I kind of like my controls close to me,
Yeah.
so within hands reach. And the difference to me has always been if you're doing state to state on a regular basis, cross country, yes, get the fixed fairing.
All right. Now, let's go back a little bit, okay? Because I have to now because I really messed up, doing this kind of stuff.
Cuts the wind better, this, that, and the other. If
Yeah.
you're just
Go ahead. I'm
Max
listening.
is stuck. Max is stuck. I think his internet's blowing up.
Really?
Something.
Oh.
He's stuck.
Yeah, he's stuck. He's stuck like Chuck. You might want to.
That's what he gets.
Are you there? Are you there
There
now?
I am now.
Okay.
There I am.
Yeah.
That's what he gets, he said. That's good.
Yeah, this is what happens when you got that what is it called? When the sun does some kind of sun. Oh yeah. Oh that kind of motorcycle. But anyway, I guess you could. What is it? The sun does some kind of thing, and it puts like it spits out like I don't know what it is, but it interferes with technology. I guess we're in one of them right now. So
Solar
solar
flare.
yeah, solar flare. That's what it is. Yeah. So that does hurt some of the internet around here. But anyway, cool. All right, so let me get through some of the people here. Body Snatchers, welcome to the podcast. Chris looked stressed. Yes, I was stressed. I had this thing under control, and two things tonight are you can't control everything. This is the truth. One is you can't control Max. All right. Two, you can't control Connie. All right.
Hi,
So-
Max.
As you guys all
Hi,
know,
Connie.
Love you, buddy.
as you guys know,
Love you too, darling.
your password's saved.
We're both on the list.
Yeah, we are the shit list.
The shit list tonight. You guys are on the
Hey,
naughty
Les,
list.
where's
Santa?
Santa?
Yeah, we're Santa.
Well, he hadn't shown up yet tonight.
Yeah, he was up on a ledge and he fell down, and they're putting him back together right now, just like Humpty Dumpty. But
I'll see if I can get him in here because I want to know if your name is still at the top of the naughty list, Chris.
yeah, I know you're gonna have to. All right, Soda Flare, good job, Chris, Marty. Okay, so I'm gonna go through here and I'm gonna go through all the people who's here. Thank you guys for watching the podcast. Merry Christmas, by the way. Merry Christmas. I'm the only one that's Bah Humbug right here has got the opposite of mine. I am the real Santa Claus, and he is Mr. Hate Santa Claus. Anyway,
I'm Krampus.
Krampus.
You ever heard of Krampus?
Yeah, Santa Claus's brother. Okay, but anyway, here we go. Body Snatcher, welcome to the podcast. We got
Maxwell.
Jeff Maxwell, welcome to the podcast. Gator Mike, welcome to the past. That's not my password. Sorry. Welcome to the podcast. The guy's got great spices and sauces. Check him out. RN Adventures also has a YouTube channel. I'll put that link here in a second. I'm gonna start going through all the links once everybody starts talking. Let's see who else we got. BFP Garage was our guest last week. What an excellent guest. Hopefully I'll see you in the future. And let's see who else is here. Come on, you guys got to start typing in the chat. Mike
TS 111 checking in from Southern Illinois.
Oh wow, welcome.
Nice.
Yeah, welcome to the podcast. I appreciate you watching. If you haven't, look at
There he is.
Oh, look, your name is still.
Way to go, Santa.
It's still at the top of the list.
Yeah.
That's the good list. I don't see Karen on there. Anyway,
It's the naughty list. Try harder.
Yeah, I saw some comments about a high school tech guy. Some kind of tech guy.
yeah,
Moving
whatever.
right along, guys.
All right. So, hey, I wanted to show you guys something too. I know you guys. We have a lot of fans out there that will ride my Harley Davidsons. Okay, and I wanted to show you guys. This is pretty wild. And look at this hat. Holy smokes! I wish I could. That is a beautiful freaking hat. I'm serious. All right. If you can see it, that's kind of a sketch of a Harley Davidson. It's not exactly the same, but it's pretty similar. And it's got the Throttle Iron podcast right there. This is a beautiful hat. Now we have them for our brand too, you know, and they're beautiful hats. And I know a lot of people's got our hats, and one of them was Dean Speed. And I had one off because we can't use Dean Speed's logo unless we get permission. But check this out. All right.
It is pretty.
Yeah, it is. It's a freaking nice look. And this is the colors of his motorcycle. 112 Club. I wish it focused a little bit better. But anyway, that Dean, let's see if I can get that.
No, pull it back.
Yeah. It should. There we go. Look at that.
There you go. It's focused
Wow.
now.
Yeah, look how good that is. That's pretty freaking awesome. But anyway, you can get this stuff at shop.throttleiron.com. That's one way to support us also. But the Harley Davidsons really, really shine. I was kind of surprised. I'm going to get me one of the Challenger ones too. I got a Challenger, and I also got the Chieftains. We got everything on there. So check out the website. Good Babies is on. Welcome to the podcast. Merry Christmas to you too. All right, so let's get to the guests here. This guy is he's how many iron butts have you done in your lifetime?
I think 23 or 24, and we're doing one tomorrow, actually, my wife and I.
Yes.
Holy moly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so tell us about that. And where are you at right now? What part of the nation? Because we like to know what the weather's like when you're doing iron butt.
I'm in Bloomington, Indiana, and I've done a handful of them when it's been pretty chilly. It's sub-freezing temperatures. but I have heated gear and just a lot of experience with cold weather riding, and and a setup that works really good. But the weather here has been extremely mild. Today, I think it got up to 60. Tomorrow is going to be pretty warm. And when we get down into Alabama, I was looking at weather, I think it's going to be like 75. So it may be a little chilly starting out, maybe around 40 or so. But it should end up being a really nice ride.
Nice.
No doubt.
We were thinking about doing. Oh, hold on a second. I got rid of Max again. I got the wrong screen. Dang it! I gotta get that one fixed. Let's get that one right. There we go. All right. So we're thinking about doing our own iron butt, and then we're gonna have to pick your brain here in a second. We'll talk about that later about what we want to do, and we're gonna do a huge. We haven't really announced it yet, but it's gonna be a huge ride. We're talking about doing something in a 7-day period that I have never done before, and I might never do again. Right, Les?
You do it once, you do it again. Trust me.
And now listen, we don't mind people going with us. We really don't, or people meeting up with us. We'll have a place where we're going to stop, and people can meet with us and they can ride with us. 100 miles, 200 miles, 300 miles, whatever they want to do, and turn around and go back, whatever it is. But we're going to do an iron butt first, and we haven't decided exactly where we're going to end up start at, Scott. But it's pretty close to you where you live, and we're going to go straight to the what is it? What is that monument we're going to?
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore. So we're going to go straight there, 1,096 miles, and we're going to go as fast as we can. We're going to do 6-10 minute breaks, here and there every 200 miles. And then we're going to spend some time at Sturgis. It's going to be the week of not the week of Sturgis, but the week before Sturgis. We're going to hang out, check out the vibes, spend a couple days there. And then we're going to go straight south. All right. And then we're going to go towards, what's our next destination?
Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Yes. So we're going to go end up here. It's going to be freaking great. Yeah, watch out for deer. You're exactly right. And then we're going to hit the or actually we're going to do Pikes Peak. We're going to do Pikes Peak.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, yeah. That's for a rider. That's definitely a must see.
Yeah. Have you done it yet?
Yeah, we've been up there a couple times.
All right, good. We'll ask you about that here in a second. And then once we're done with that, we're going to go to the $1 Million Highway. And then we're going to, yeah. This is crazy in 7 days. And then we're going to hit, I think it's I-40 back to Chattanooga and visit our friends there and say hi and then make our way back home on the last day of the leg. It's going to be freaking exciting. It's going to be fun. Hopefully we'll have 3,000 subscribers by then. And we get to meet a lot of people. So what do you guys think out there, our fans? What do you guys think about this ride? Do you guys think you might want to hang out with us for a couple days or something? What do you guys think? And then let's get back to this interview here. So, Pikes Peak, right? Was it snowing? Was it cold? How was it at the top?
It's out west is so weird because you get up in some of those higher elevations in the summer and there may be snow everywhere, but at the same time, it's not super cold. Like there were people walking around in shorts and t-shirts at the top of Pikes Peak. Obviously with snow in those elevations, it's a little cool, but if you go in the summer, it's not like it's going to be, 20 degrees or something like that. But I do remember my first trip out west and being on Beartooth Pass. It was in August and having a snowball fight with my friends. I never thought in my life I'd have a snowball fight in August. So yeah, you definitely want to prepare to ride in colder weather than what you think you may encounter. That's a hard lesson I've learned a few different times. But it's a blast. Once you get up there, the views and everything are amazing. And to me, that's just one of those pinnacle motorcycle stops, all riders got to make it to at some point.
Yeah. I believe me, I just started riding almost 3.5 years. And I know, Max, have you been to the Pikes Peak yet?
No, I have not. And I was going to say this. Her Two Wheels just posted a video of her and another girl going up to Pikes Peak. Started out real nice. shirt sleeves, t-shirts, sweatshirts. Got up to the top of that thing, and it's a damn ice blizzard. It's an ice storm. They got
Yeah.
trapped up there. They could not even get back down the mountain for 4 hours.
Oh my.
Okay, that does not sound like a good time to me. If you don't believe me, go out and check out Jess on her 2 wheels. Watch the video. You guys have at it. I'll be sitting down at the bottom with a whiskey, waiting for you to come back down.
It's
It
okay.
could be unpredictable.
Yeah, they actually have a gift shop and donuts and everything else up there. So if
Yeah.
you got stuck for a few days, you'd be okay. No worries.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
I won't be stuck nowhere for a few days, except my house.
So what is that? Durango
Rendezvous.
Yeah, rendezvous. I think we're trying to get the hold of the guy that actually is doing that, and we're gonna get him on the podcast. I am working on that, our Indian Adventures, and I know that's way out there, right? Isn't it Colorado or something? You said? I think it's way out there somewhere.
Yeah, I think the $1 Million Highway goes through Durango, which is one of my top roads in the country. You'll love it.
Well, that's a little predicament there, huh? So right in the middle, Riding Fish and Sturgis. What's that?
Yeah, that's where Riding Fish is going after he gets done with the Legends tour. He's going straight to Rendezvous.
Wow. When does your vacation come in effect? There or less?
Not till July.
This guy is excommunicated. But anyway, yeah. So, I think that's going to be a great ride. I wish we could go there this year. I don't know if we're going to. I can't. We got a lot of plans. A lot of people's asked us to do things. And hey, listen, money's not growing on trees. Okay, you got to have a budget, and if it doesn't fit in a budget, you can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So, better get to Scott. You're exactly right, Scott. All right, Scott. So tell us about you and your wife.
So we live here in central Indiana. We're just a couple normal people who are very passionate about riding. So we've made some adjustments to our lifestyle to just be able to go out there and do it as much as possible. The Road Glide I mentioned it's a 2020, and it's coming up on 240,000 miles. So since we've had it, like I said, it's just been pretty much nonstop. We've ridden in 49 states and a lot of parts of Canada. So like I said, we just try to live a lifestyle where we're, kind of frugal in certain ways, where when we get paid, we can put money that's in an account specifically for traveling. And luckily our employer is very generous with vacation time. And her and I are on the same page of when it's all said and done, we want to look back and know that we've maximized the time that was given to us. And for us, what I guess makes our hearts full, I guess you could say, is just getting out and seeing the parks, the mountains, waterfalls, and things like that. So, yeah, just like I said, a couple of normal people who love seeing the country on 2 wheels.
Yeah. How did we? I know we started chatting, and I don't know if Les talked to you first or something like that. But did you find our podcast? And because I know we started talking them back, I think it was in March, right, or somewhere around there. I have to look.
Yeah, I think just in general on Facebook with liking motorcycle related sites, I get things like your podcast that come through, and I think I found it that way. And then there was somebody asking about.
Yeah, I was going to get that question here in a second. Yeah, well, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. I'm actually starring these questions, so we will ask them. Okay, folks. Just keep asking them. I'm starring them. I'm going to go back and talk about these. We kind of take a break, and then we'll just hit all the questions at one time. And,
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. This is a different kind of podcast, folks. We kind of talk all motorcycle things. We have a guest in here. We kind of treat him like family. So it's like a conversation at a dinner table, and we talk back and forth. Sometimes we'll get off the rails. Sometimes we get back on the rails, and then we try to focus on the guest, Scott, as much as we possibly can. And then sometimes we just go off this little why, and we'll say, "Hey, get back." That's what my wife does. She tells me get back, or Les tells me get back. and it's
Focus.
focus. Yeah, it's like the fly on the wall kind of syndrome.
Squirrel.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
and then
They don't
Connie,
want to know what I tell you.
and then Connie goes off some of the questions too, because she writes down any of the questions. So we'll hit as many as we can. And matter of fact, let's go ahead and hit some of these right now. So what kind of gear does it take to ride one of these 1,000-mile rides, especially with your wife too?
Oh yeah. So obviously weather can play a big factor in it. I will say for the cold weather stuff, heated base layers has been my favorite purchase ever. Just in general, like it can be 25 or 30 degrees. I can go out and ride, and I'm sure people are looking at me like, "Man, this dude's an idiot." I might be, but I'm a warm idiot. So heated base layers. A poly insulated mid layer, and then a windproof, waterproof shell is kind of like my 3-layer system.
Mhm.
And that works really good for the cold weather. And it's nice because you're not layered up so much that when you get off the bike, you're not burning up or, have restricted movement. So for the real cold weather, that's what works for me. I also like the Gore-Tex gear quite a bit. Because basically if it starts raining, you don't have to stop and pull over and put on a rain suit. But it's also not real heavy for like the milder and warmer weather. So those are just a couple tips I'd recommend.
Yeah. So what about seating? Seats, you using these seats, like some people get these, I don't know what they call them, big ass seats or something like that. I mean, does
Oh,
that
the
work
wild
for you?
ass.
Yeah, wild ass.
Um,
And
So we actually do use something like that. They're called air hawk pads.
Mhm.
Um,
Okay.
and I've gone through a revolving door with seats like a lot of riders have. And just with how much we ride, a lot of people ask about seats. And I tell them if you're comfortable with the general position of your seat, there's no reason to go out and spend a bunch of money on one. Just throw one of those air hawk pads on it. And the key to those is to actually have very minimal air in it. Like it's going to feel flat, and then you sit on it and it kind of spreads out. But yeah, anybody trying to, hone in the perfect seat, I would definitely recommend trying out one of those air hawk pads. We've got them on the bike full time.
nice. I know Les bought one, right?
Yeah, I bought one in preparation for our trip west.
I'm gonna have to
Yep.
too. And somebody else mentioned the same thing you did. Say put less air in it, right? Don't fill it
Yeah.
completely up. Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah, that's a
I've
good
had
idea.
some-
I mean, yeah.
I've had some friends get them and they blow them up like balloons. And they're like, man, this thing sucks. And I'm like, yeah, it's like, I'm just like a couple breaths in it literally is all you need. And then all the cells are like connected in it. So when you move around, it shifts. So yeah, less is definitely more with those. And I really like them.
Yeah, it was V Room. Old man Pat said put just as little air possible in it.
Oh yeah. Ooh, that guy's a monster.
Oh, he is,
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, it's crazy. S- Max, you got anything? I mean, you rush here. So what do you got? You got any questions for him?
No, no, I'm good. I'm just listening in
Okay.
because I'm past the iron butt stage. Been there, done that. I did have an air hawk though once upon a time, and I think Scott, I did the cardinal sin of blowing it up too big. Because
Okay.
when I got to Sturgis, I took that thing and threw it in the garbage can because I hated it.
Well, maybe
And
you
I've
had too
been
much air
through-
in it.
Yeah, I've been through Mustang seats. I've been through Saddleman seats. I've been through gel. I've been through air. I've had foam collapse on seats. It's just whatever you can find to get comfortable. I mean, seats are just like oil. You talk to 1,000 riders, you get 1,000 different answers.
Yeah. And
Just like-
another thing I've realized is you can have the best setup in the world. And if you ride long enough, you're just going to get a little sore. And that's part of it. You know what I mean? Whether it's an iron butt ride or just a day with a lot of saddle time, just, I kind of shift around. I'll rotate sitting on each butt cheek or propping one leg up, on a foot peg or whatever. And again, it's just something that comes along with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So the next question we got here is Scott. What is your favorite ride in West Virginia?
West Virginia. I want to say there's a road. So I sometimes get some of the roads in Virginia and West Virginia mixed up. Um, but there's a point called Spruce Knob. I believe that's in West Virginia. It's like the highest point in West Virginia. Going up to that is really fun. I want to say there's a road called the Shenandoah Sidewinder, which may be in West Virginia, if I'm not getting it mixed up with Virginia. But definitely a fun state. The Talon, I believe it's Route 60 near maybe the New River. That's a real fun one. I believe it's Hawks Nest State Park that may be along that. But yeah, probably the Talon, I'd say.
Sweet. All right, Connie,
I'm
did I miss
surprised
any?
I can remember all that.
You know
That's
what?
impressive,
Yeah, that's
dude.
impressive. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was crazy.
Very much.
Did I miss any questions there, Connie?
No.
All right, cool. Okay, so everybody start asking more questions. Let's get this thing going. Now, how many miles have you done in 1 year?
The most we've ever ridden in a single year was actually last year. It was just over 50,000. We'll hit 40,000 this year and generally ride 38 to 40 on average.
Wow.
So I mean, I need to get me a job like you to let you ride all this. Holy
Yeah.
smokes!
So,
Yeah.
My gosh,
I
you
work-
retired or something?
I have a weird schedule. So I work 13-hour days, 5 p.m. to 6 a.m. But because of that, I have long weekends. So I'm
Mhm.
off every Friday through Sunday, and then I get every other Thursday with it. And since I live so close to work, I can also do like some lunch runs here and there if I feel like it before I go in. And then when you just combine the weekend excursions along with a couple, big long distance trips, um, you know, sprinkle in a couple, 6 or 7 iron butt rides a year, just starts to all add up.
Yeah. Wow.
So you want to ask that one there, Les or Max? You see that comment?
Spiritual tool with gingers. Scott, will your wife ever ride her own? I thought that was a Connie question.
Um, I don't think so. She's content as long as she's got some good music. She's content back there, especially if it's kind of a boring day on the interstate where we're gaining ground to get wherever we're going. Um, but yeah, she's good back there, and she's also very, very tiny. So I don't know if she'd be able to. Hopefully, she can't hear me. I don't know if there's anything she'd be able to get off the kickstand. And maybe it's just me being protective, but I feel like I'd worry about her a lot too.
Mhm.
But yeah, we've got a good thing going just as a rider and passenger. So
Oh,
Sweet.
Yeah.
And that's
Well,
good.
here's my
So-
question.
Okay.
Does she ever fall asleep on the back
oh,
seat?
absolutely.
Oh, thank
Yes.
you.
Every once in a
Bull.
while, again, if it's a long interstate day where we're just like gaining ground to get to where we're going so we can dial back a little bit and actually sightsee, I have this system where I set the cruise control, I'll lean forward, she'll wrap her arms around me on the throttle. So I'll have my hand on the throttle side, and then with my left arm, since I have the cruise control, or I'm sorry, with my right arm, since I have the cruise control set, I'll hold her wrist and push down on her arm. It may be hard to visualize this, but long story short, she'll take, 15, 20-minute cat naps here and there on the interstate.
Oh, I love
So
it.
she lets
Wow.
me know. Like I said, I'll just lean forward so she can kind of rest on my back and go from there.
And as earlier you said that it was her idea to do the iron butt tomorrow, right?
Absolutely. I was really surprised. So this will be her fourth challenge with me. So um, she just thinks it's fun to collect the certificates, and it's gratifying, and that kind of riding. I don't want to do one every single weekend. Now there are riders who do, more power to them, but that kind of riding is just something like I like to get out of my system every once in a while. So the 6 or 7 times a year that I do them, she'll join on a couple, gives me that fill, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
So,
Gotcha. Well, I think it's I mean, I know I'm going to be reaching out to you when we get closer to our iron butt ride, but it seems like you have a lot of
oh, yeah.
knowledge. What about her? I mean, did we talk about her gear? I mean, what does she prepare? Does she have certain gear, same thing you have, or does she have a?
Um, it's pretty similar. If I don't know if she has any Gore-Tex gear, just because it's hard to find things that fit without buying like children's clothes,
Gotcha.
and that's actually a struggle we have, is because nothing, like even the smallest adult sizes, don't fit. So we try to find her gear that's youth sizes that doesn't have cartoons on it and stuff. So Harley makes some things that fit, and that's pretty nice. And then from there, just some layers. She has heated gear also, and then we always, like most people, just in case, keep rain suits or an extra layer in the tour pack. But I'd say both of us, within reason of being able to find things that fit her, are pretty similar.
Cool. Now, I don't want to do all the talking here, all the questions. Les, you got anything for him?
Oh, absolutely. So you said you have 240,000 miles on your bike.
I think it's two. I may have fibbed a little bit, maybe 236 and some change. Well, it'll be over
Well,
over 237 tomorrow after the Iron Butt ride, but approaching
well, at,
230.
well, at that level, I think it's okay to round. No,
You're
no
right.
problem there.
You're right.
But
So
tell
about
me about
300. About 300.
yes.
Then, right?
Well, tell me about the maintenance though. What all have you done to the bike besides tires and oil, battery kind of thing?
The biggest thing I've had done, and it was actually by choice because I found a good deal on the parts. At 196,000 miles, I had new pistons and cylinders installed. A guy with the same bike I have, before he put a mile on it, had a big like 131 put in. And I
Hmm.
basically bought his takeoff parts, and they cleaned up my heads a little bit. It definitely ran better afterwards, and put into perspective that she was a little tired, but it honestly has never had any kind of failure on the road.
Hmm.
Little things like, I think both compression releases have been replaced
Hmm.
once, both O2 sensors. I had a charging system start to go out and just barely made it into a dealership. In fact, once I turned the bike off, once I got there, it wouldn't even start back up again. And it was a loose battery terminal that was arcing and basically fried it. But really, aside from that top end rebuild, every year I do a separate round of preventative maintenance, like bearings and tensioners, a drive belt, and a clutch. And from there, it's worked out good. And I even stretch my oil intervals out at a level most people would say is negligent. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Old
that's
man
actually
Pat
good.
said the same. Yeah.
mhm. Yeah, I
Yeah.
usually take my motor and primary to about 7 or 8 thousand, and then the transmission every other time. So I just have a, if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of mentality. With my Road King, I got into the performance thing and chasing horsepower numbers, and that's cool if you're into it. But with this bike, I've purposefully just kind of kept it mild. I Something that goes against the grain of a lot of Harley riders is I actually like to stick mostly with OEM parts and not, the other aftermarket companies. And again, it's just, if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of thing. So until something does me wrong, I'll just stick with the same routine.
Sure. So, outside of the seats, what other mods have you done to the bike, like handlebars or things like that? What have you done to help out on the comfort factor?
Yeah, I've got handlebars that are up a little higher and back so I can lean back on my backrest. Upgraded the suspension. I love Harley Davidson, but their stock suspension is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Upgraded the stereo to something a little more robust, since we really love music. And something that has been excellent for my wife, and they may make these for other bikes, they're Kuryakin adjustable passenger pegs. And I removed the peg and put on um, Harley floorboards so she can stretch her legs all the way across them. Um, if any of you are familiar with the Hoosier Cruiser page, I've got some pictures of my bike on there intermittently from our travels. and it looks kind of odd, but you can see those platforms right above her footrest. And that for her, it's kind of like for us being able to put our legs in different positions with our foot pegs. Just
Mhm.
being able to, change, the positions has really helped, like extend the rides for her. Um, yeah, I would say the handlebars, the airhawk pads, um, those passenger platforms for her, some of the big things.
Wow.
That's
So,
great. I was involved with Karaoke and getting those developed for Indian. I had
Oh,
one of the
okay.
first prototype sets that was on my dearly departed, very much missed 2019 Roadmaster. And my wife, when she did ride, loved those,
Yeah.
being able to adjust those very much. So, yeah, I'm familiar with those pegs. Those are great.
Yeah. I think most of our friends now with wives and girlfriends have those also.
Yeah, speaking of that, I'm going to be giving his Facebook ELR here, so you guys can check it out. It is in the chat right now.
I appreciate
Um,
that.
yeah, no problem. Go check out, follow his page. He's got tons of photos in there. I probably would have to look for a while to get the actual karaoke parts in there, but man, he's got tons of photos. Him and his wife riding all across the freaking world, man. Man, I wish I had that much time. Got to find me a job like that. But yeah,
yeah.
looks yeah, good.
I was going to say, so you've gone through 15, 20 sets of tires, right? Something like that.
Man, I'm terrible about keeping track. There's even some days where I'm like, when is my next oil change? When did I do spark plugs? Like, I've started spreadsheets here and there to try to do a
Yeah.
better job of it, which is really why I've been lucky nothing's gone wrong. Um, but yeah, I definitely need to be more organized and somehow keep track of what I go through just so I know when the next round is due. With tires, I just make sure they're inflated properly and peek at them, and when they're due, get them changed. But I have a lot of people ask me questions like that, like, how many sets of tires and such, and I have no idea.
Mhm.
Well, really, what I'd like to know, what do you think are the best performing touring tires that you've put on your bike? What brand?
My favorite by far, and it's a shame because they're going to stop making them if they haven't already, is the Dunlop American Elites. Um,
Oh,
I just think they do everything well. The tread lasts a really long time for a motorcycle tire.
mhm.
Um, not to I'm not God's gift to riding, but I mean, I've got a lot of saddle time on my bike. So when it comes to riding and curves and being aggressive, I can hold my own.
Mhm.
And there's never been a time where I felt like they were going to break loose or anything like that. They do well in the rain. They have AE2s, which are supposed to be like an improved version of those. I haven't tried them yet. I'll give them a shot. But as I've been able to find American Elites in stock, I've been trying to scoop them up, basically.
Sure. Yeah, I've actually had American Elites on a couple different bikes prior to this one, and always had really good luck with them. They wore really well and they performed well on twisty turny roads too. So I hadn't heard that they were doing away with the model.
Yeah, they closed the plant. I want to say it's New York.
Okay.
Mm.
And unfortunately, they're doing more manufacturing overseas. It's weird
Mm.
because these AE2s, I think they're made, I mean, maybe China, Taiwan, or whatever, but can't really say American Elite to me if it's not actually made in America. But I'll keep an open mind and give them a try. They're supposed to have better tread life and
Mhm.
grit better, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that's cool. Let me see here. It looks like we had looks like it's not showing up on Facebook. Facebook has been giving me such a freaking problem every time I schedule these things. There's either something wrong, different with our software, or Facebook is just not wanting to do videos. And if you guys are, if you have friends out there, try to get them to watch on YouTube mostly because really the video disappears in what is it, 90 days. It's deleted from their platform. They're not really a video kind of company. They're more of a social media kind of thing company. So if you have friends that like watching, I'm talking about everybody out there, just make sure they understand that if they don't see it on our Facebook page. We still have a podcast every Tuesday night, but Facebook, I forgot to post it at the beginning, so I just posted it a couple minutes ago. Facebook aired out and is not showing the live video. Is it, Connie?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll get that fixed. It's just a technical problem. It's nothing I do. It's when I schedule it, it goes into Facebook, and then when it goes live, either shows it or doesn't. And it looked like it didn't show tonight, and I didn't catch it until now. So I apologize for that for everybody that watches this later.
Am I still going to get my $500? You said I'd get.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah,
Okay.
$500.
All right.
He,
All right.
he told you that story too, huh?
Yeah, I wish it was like that. All right, so I guess we talked a lot about the iron butts and stuff like that. Now to get certified, how's that work?
There's an application process on the website, and I was mentioning to one of you earlier, it's not the most intuitive process, and their website could use an updating. But the gist of it is basically proving you did the miles. So submitting a link to your Google route. You can use a website called Spotwalla, which basically every 5 minutes puts a dot on a map of where you've been. And then when you end the trip, it connects it all, which basically validates it even more. And you can send that link to them. And one of the biggest parts of it is as you're riding and you do your stops, taking a picture of your odometer next to gas receipts that have the like time and date and town on them. I would say that's actually the most important aspect. But yeah, when you guys are ready to do that, feel free to reach out, because if you haven't done it before, like I mentioned, the website is not very well organized or intuitive. So I'd be happy to give you some tips. So when you do submit it, it's just as, clean as possible without any questions that you actually did the mileage.
Yep. That's cool. Yeah, because we're going to need to do that, especially once, because we were reading about it and was like, oh, do we have to have a predetermined freaking path, or what do we have to do, And I'm glad we got some information about that. Somebody's actually done the certification, because we haven't talked to anybody since we decided we're probably going to do this, which is going to be pretty cool. Maybe we'll go out there and see Bob on the way there. But welcome to the podcast, Bob. Anyway, Bob does some levers for us, and he's a great guy. Speaking of that, we do have the great giveaway. Once we reach 1,000 subscribers, folks, on YouTube, we are going to give away this $1,400 package. It's freaking awesome. Ride Culture, Bob Culture, Bob Culture, Ride Culture, Bob Customs, or BC Customs, does the levers. Ride Culture's got a bunch of Indian aftermarket parts that gave us, which is awesome. I do have a video. I'll show that at the very end. We also got Gator Mike sauces, spices, and stuff, and cleaner, which is freaking awesome. We also got a $250 Davis audio. I don't know how good your audio system is on your motorcycle, but Davis Audio does Harley Davidson, and they do Indian, and they make great systems. So that's a $250 gift card. Am I leaving anybody out? I hope I'm not. I'm trying to think. Ride Culture, Gator Mike, BC Customs. Who else, guys? Davidson.
I think you covered it all.
All right, cool. All right, so cool stuff. So once we reach 1,000 subscribers, we're going to give that sucker away. I wish we did it today or right before Christmas. That would have been a heck of a Christmas present. But we're getting closer every day, and I appreciate everybody watching and sharing the podcast. And right now, we have like 20 people watching, 21 people, got 9 likes. Get them likes out there, folks. Get them likes going. And let's make sure this podcast is very popular and keeps running for a few days. Scott, I don't know if you know this about YouTube and podcasts, live videos. Lives go around, I think, about 3 days, and then they start going down. Now, if you put a video like if you did one of your iron butt rides, it's different. So if you go to our YouTube channel, you'll see all our videos, and then you have to hit the live, the tab to see all the lives. And for some reason, YouTube doesn't treat them the same, so they don't get. They're like the stepchild of YouTube, and we have to promote them and promote them, and have people keep watching them. Got to give them nice titles. Now, if I took this live right now, this video or this podcast right now, and I re-uploaded it and edited it a little bit, then it's considered a video, and it actually does better. It does better when we do that. It's so strange how YouTube treats it. But either way, we try our best to knock it out of the park each time. And this is a good podcast. I thank you for being on here. We got still a lot of things to talk about. Now, have you ever thought about, switching brands? I mean, come on.
It's funny you mentioned that.
Oh, man.
So
You
I
know
truly
what?
like
If he's
golf.
happy with his Harley, leave him alone. Lord, for goodness sake.
Honestly,
Let's see.
for how long we've had it and how many miles are on it, obviously we're very attached to it, and it's paid off, which really helps.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
riding
back in the
free.
spring- oh yeah. Back in the spring, I test rode a Goldwing and a BMW 1600, and I really thought one of those may be the next one. Both of them have things I wish my bike had, like their stock suspensions were like more comfortable than my car, and just the BMW especially I've never ridden anything other than the Cruiser, so that thing to me was like a rocket. But then I rode home, and it was like the fixation kind of wore off. I just felt at home on mine. Now there's going to be a day where we'll get something new, and the Road Glide will stay in the stable just because nobody's going to want it with the mileage on it. But I'm very open to the fact that the next one may not be, a Harley Davidson, and I'll still always love the brand just because I love, my Road Glide. But I'm definitely not like a Harley or die kind of person. Now, do I feel a little extra mojo because of the history and culture? Maybe one little shot of Kool-Aid, of course. But again, I'm not like dead set on like every bike I own has to be a Harley. I've looked at the what's the Challenger that's kind of similar to Harley's CVO line, like the Elite?
Yeah, the Elite brand or the
Yes.
Pursuit
Yeah,
Elite.
I looked. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a one in the last year or two that's like white and black and red. I looked heavily at that one. So yeah, I'm going to keep an open mind, and when I'm ready to test ride something, it'll be based on what I need more so than the brand of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, cool. Have you ever test rode one before?
Nope, I've never test rode an Indian. I've got a couple of friends who have jumped ship and really like them, and I'm glad they're around. Like a lot of people say, for them to have some, keep each other on one another's game, so to speak. So,
Sure.
but yeah, I'm sure I'll test ride one day.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay, I think Harley Davidson has a beautiful bike. I really do. The new version. I love the technology. A lot of people don't like technology, but I do. And I like the new, how the shape is. And I just don't like, I know it's got to be an air-cooled engine. I just don't like that little hole in the behind the engine. You can see through there. You can, if you're at a softball field, somebody hits a home run out in the field, it'll go right through that middle of that back behind the engine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just too big. I like how Indian puts the mold around there, but it's a water-cooled engine, so it's a little bit different. And somebody explained that to me the other day, and I understand why it's there. But I know they got water-cooled heads now. You think that would help it out a little bit, and maybe they can get a piece in there that will kind of make that disappear. I think the cosmetic look of that would make that bike look a lot better. How you feel about the new road glides, street glides? How you feel about them?
Wait a minute,
It took
Scott.
little-
Before you say something here, let me clarify this. For all you Harley riders out there, that opinion that Chris just stated was his and his alone. That's not what two of us think. I think the Harley engine space is great. Go ahead, Scott.
All right. Like when there's any major revision, it can take a while to, have that grow on you. Now that they've been out a while, I do like the shape of the saddlebags and that front fairing. I don't know if I like them more than the previous generation, but it's nothing. I mean, if it fit the bill, it's nothing that'd stop me from getting one. I do like that they put that on the Road Glide, the spoiler. I think it just kind of makes everything flow real nice. and some of the like I do like the technology. I know there's a lot of purists who prefer not to have that stuff for whatever reason. But for me, a motorcycle is my tool to go out and do what I love. So if there's a couple extra bells and whistles to enhance the experience, like a stereo or GPS or whatever, I'm going to use those. If that doesn't make me as hardcore of a rider in certain people's eyes, I guess that's okay. But again, it's a tool for us to go out and just enjoy the riding aspect.
Yeah. My wife agrees also, Max. Anyway, just kidding.
Let me ask you this, Scott. What about the Lowrider S and ST? Have you ever thought about moving down to a baby bagger? Since we're talking about Harleys.
I think the road, like their touring platform just suits us best as far as well, the main thing is all the storage and having bikes that are smaller and lighter than what the Road Glide is. For the long distance stuff, I feel like that size and weight in certain situations just feels a little more stable.
Yeah, I agree.
And I'm sure Indian's the same way, and I felt the same way with the Goldwing. These newer bikes, like all the engineering and everything, they are deceptively, like they feel lighter than what they really are, and handle a lot better than what you would think. So we'll probably at least for now, stick to like, some kind of big touring line. Later on in life, if we dial back a little bit, then I'd be open to something smaller that maybe still at least had, saddlebags on it or something like that.
Bob, she did get a Spider RT. So yeah, she got a new bike for Christmas.
In October.
Yeah. She hasn't rode it. It's still sitting in the garage. It's getting all kinds of cobwebs all over it.
I've ridden it. It's got 50 whole miles on it now. Come on.
Well, yeah, you went to get your license plates. Good job.
Is that 5-0?
No, that's 5-0.
5.
Wow.
It is cold.
Hey, how many does Heather handle on hers?
12,000 and something, I think.
Now that might be something. I mean, you might like having her on the back and stuff like that, but that might be something that your wife might be interested in, is like a Spider or something like that to follow you around.
That crossed my mind too.
Yeah.
And I talked to her about that, but she's still just content being a passenger. When she was single, just even driving across town, like she'd get an Uber to go across town. Again, I hope she's not listening to me, but long story short, she's just content having this big stud lead the way.
Nice.
Well, for a long time, my wife has been on the back of my bike for 30 years. She has several 100,000 miles, riding on the back of that thing. And, a couple summers ago, she says, I want to take the 3-wheel course. And I'm like, I'm not going to tell you no. First you get mad.
You're off the back.
No, she would get mad, then she'd beat me up. But she went and took the course, and she got a Spider, and she's averaged well over 1,000 miles a month on it.
That's awesome
for the last year. So she's really enjoying that. And she was always on the back, and I worried about her wanting to get a bike. But the Spider for me was a little easier, I think, than a bike.
I think it would be for me too. Yeah.
So, but it was a really good solution for us. So now she's talking about taking the 2-wheel course this next summer, though. So I think another 2-wheel bikes in our future.
All right.
Oh, don't go eat. Yeah. I'll probably get another 2-wheel.
Oh yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
I think that's what you're going to get.
Lord.
See, this is the problem with live podcast.
Scott, my wife, when she did ride with me, and she rode with me for probably almost as long as Les's wife has rode with him.
How many years?
Although about 25 or 30. So we mainly stayed local with a few trips out to Sturgis and stuff. But she enjoyed it, and she did take the motorcycle course. It took her 3 times to pass it, but she took it. And she did finally pass it. And I asked her, I said, honey, what kind of bike do you want? We'll get you anything you want. She says, no, I'm just as happy to stay behind you and be an extra pair of eyes for you.
All
And
right.
that was until my accident a year ago. And then she said, that's it, I'm done. So,
Mm-hmm. Well, Connie does have somebody in her corner. I mean, how much you paying this person? Jesus. Anyway.
Thank you, Ginger. See, she's in my corner. I just have to
All right.
work my way up to a big 2-wheel.
So, Scott, look at your notes there. Have you talked about everything you wanted to talk about?
Mostly. I did want to mention something about your guys' iron butt ride since I've done several of them. And I can remember the first one I ever did. And I went into it very frantic, like thinking we had to rush, like, oh, even if you don't even have to use a restroom, stay on the bike and so on. And yeah, you do need to have a sense of urgency. But what I learned on that very first ride that actually does make me excited to do the next one is that there is some time to enjoy it. Like we always try to do some miles off the interstate, sometimes up to a couple hundred miles. We always try to treat ourselves with a decent sit down restaurant and then try to throw in a couple points of interest to break up the monotony. For example, I did an iron butt ride a couple weeks ago and went to pass through Tupelo, Mississippi, where Elvis was born. So I bought a ticket, took 15 minutes just to kind of walk around the grounds and go into his house. And even doing that, I think most of these rides take me 17 to 19 hours. And that's again with taking some state roads to, decompress a little bit, a decent meal, which sometimes I'll just, hit up Subway or something like that. It just depends on the route. But as long as you don't stand around at gas stations, for 45 minutes, my recommendation would be to try to throw a couple things in there to kind of loosen up a little bit and enjoy it. And as long as you don't have a major catastrophe of some sort, like it's not going to take the 24 hours. So that's what I tell people, especially who are going into one of these for the first time, is don't think of it so much as like a race. Just keep a sense of urgency, but try to throw a couple things in to actually enjoy it. And I think they go by quicker than what you would think because you have a different mentality going into these than you would just like a normal day of like you're prepared for it. So
Sure. So what time do you start in the morning when you do an iron butt?
it can depend on the theme, but generally early in the morning. I've started them the Bun Burner Gold, which is 1,500 miles in 24 hours. I think we left at like 2 in the morning, but mostly between the 5 to 7 range in the morning, just depending on the time of the year. Also, deer make me very nervous, so the least amount of time at night I can ride, the better.
Sure, makes sense. Yeah. Especially around Indiana, right?
Oh, absolutely. Which this
Yeah.
is kind of a rough time of year to do them because the sun comes up late and it sets early. So,
Yeah. So we were considering a couple of starting points. One was actually Lafayette, Indiana. So we could be very near the interstate, get to 74 pretty quickly and start to head over and up. Or Crawfordsville, Indiana. Would still keep us at over 1,000 miles, keep us very near the interstate. So we would, take off early in the morning and get a lot of miles in very quickly doing those routes.
Yeah.
oh, also, don't base the ride on your trip counter. Like, don't hit 1,000 miles and say, "Oh, we're done." Make sure whatever your mileage is GPS miles because motorcycle odometers notoriously can be off. And if you're short, if you ride 995 miles, they won't give it to you. So I always try to throw in like, I'll make sure my route per the GPS is a little over 1,000 miles. But my general rule is since my speedometer is calibrated almost dead on, I try to get 30 what I call buffer miles. So like 1,030 miles is my limit to feel comfortable that when I submit the application, there won't be any questions on whether or not I hit the minimum 1,000 miles.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Gotcha. And it's 1,000 miles in 24 hours too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you don't have
So
to
like
go
I said,
crazy. I mean, you don't have to go like,
yeah,
just take your
it's
time, enjoy it.
exactly. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, we try to break up the interstate some. I mean, I'd say, actually, to be honest with you, I've had rides where 300 or 400 miles have been off the interstate, but that's also some state roads that have posted, 65-mile-an-hour
Mm-hmm.
speed limits where,
Mm.
you can still get down the road pretty good. But yeah, I just go out and just really try to enjoy them. There are stretches where I'm like, why do I do this? And then there are stretches where 200 miles goes by like it's 5 minutes, and I'm like, whoa, what just happened? So, like I
Yeah.
said, 6 or 7 a year gives me my fill as far as that kind of riding.
Nice. It's freaking awesome. All right. Well, all right. What else? Anything else on your list there? I just want to make sure everything got taken care of.
Just a few tips for some people who
Mhm.
may want to get into long distance riding. Um, when you pack, be realistic about what you want to bring and what you need to bring. That's something we've learned, especially when she started riding with me. It's like, do you really need 8 bottles of lotion and so on? So,
Yes, I
Been
do.
there.
travel bottles. And again, I hope she's not, but she actually does most of the packing and is very efficient at it. But I mean, you don't sweat a lot. You can wear the same pair of jeans a couple days in a row. Do a couple loads of laundry, and just try not to stuff everything full. And just focus on the things you actually need. There's always a department store close by if you need to get something. No matter where you're going, be prepared for cooler weather than what you think you may run into. I've got plenty of stories about that where I didn't follow my own advice. I won't get into all that. And if you're not feeling it, don't force the miles. Our anniversary trip this year, when we went up to Canada, we ended up going a lot farther north than what we had planned. And for 3 days straight, it was like high 30s and raining the whole time. Um, and we had to cut a few things short as far as what we wanted to see. And luckily, each night, my wife could laugh it off and say, hey, that's just part of the adventure. And I was worried she'd never ride with me again. But again, if you're not feeling it, even if it's an iron butt ride or whatever, safety is the main thing. I've swallowed my pride a couple times. I've been like, you know what? It's just time to end it for the day. Maybe start fresh tomorrow and, ride a little longer to make up for it. And then especially if you're riding in a group, um, it's not like a trip where everybody hops on an airplane and goes to a resort and it's like, oh, tomorrow we'll sleep in. Oh, we'll be at the pool. We'll go shopping. Like there's going to be some give and take. And a motorcycle trip with a group can definitely make or break a friendship. Nothing's ever going to go as planned between bike trouble, weather, or whatever. So just be open-minded and flexible going into it, and make sure you're on the same page as far as like the pace, how many miles you want to ride a day, and so on. But I'm telling you, when it all works out together, it's an amazing experience, and we've got a good circle of friends we do a lot of long distance traveling with.
Looks like one just popped in. Hi, Scott.
Oh, Tar
Yeah.
Heel
Good to see you.
Bob. So, all right. So check this out. My first big trip was on that Kawasaki Vulcan I talked about earlier,
Mhm.
and it was to Maggie Valley, North Carolina. And I met Bob there and have crossed paths with him a few times on some trips. And so, yeah, it's good to, I'm assuming that's you, Bob, right? Well, yeah, Tar Heel Bob. So,
Tar Heel,
good friend of mine who I haven't seen in a while, but very good guy.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. I mean, I met, I think that's one of the cool things about motorcycling, all the people you meet, brother. I mean, we're going to meet you probably sooner or later. I know I'm going to meet the BFP Garage and the family down there. Wind Therapy, I met him at the Jack Daniels. Great person. I mean, I've never met a real bad motorcycle person ever. Unless you get into like the 1%ers or something like that, you might get your butt kicked. But
You know me, Chris.
I wouldn't consider you bad.
Mm.
Everybody in my wedding party, except for a high school friend, were
Mhm.
all people I've met riding. About a month ago, I had a guy reach out on a road glide forum that I worked with at Sam's Club when I was 19, like one of
Wow.
my best friends, and we just
Wow.
kind of
Wow.
drifted apart, and we ended up meeting in, I think it was London, Kentucky, and now
Mhm.
we're talking about plans to meet up more next year. So aside from the actual act of riding being a blast,
Mhm.
just the networking and the friendships and everything, it's just been, not to sound dramatic, but it's like literally changed my life with the people I've met.
Hmm. It really has me. I mean, I wouldn't have this podcast right now. I wouldn't have Les as a friend. I wouldn't have Max as a friend. I know, but
Yeah. You wouldn't have spent thousands of dollars in equipment.
oh, I know. Yeah, I could be spending that money on my wife. You know, she could have had diamond earrings or something like that. She's happy though. She's happy. She's over there being my tech person. So that's all cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, "Oh, yeah, whatever."
She's gonna kill you in your sleep one day.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, we can talk about this all the time. But do you want to mention any other your friends that you want to on the podcast? I mean, I might just you got to mention them all now. I'm just kidding.
Honestly, Tar Heel Bob, I think Adam said he may tune in.
Mhm.
I'm not sure by some of the screen names if that's anybody else I know or not, but in general, I'll continue to share what you guys do, try to get you
Mhm.
some more likes and exposure. And I appreciate you because I think you said typically you weren't going to do it the Tuesday before Christmas.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you guys squeezing me in, and hopefully I had
Mhm.
some helpful things to say for some of you.
Oh,
And I'd
yeah.
definitely be up for doing this again, or joining in to comment whenever I can. I work evenings, so
Mhm.
Tuesdays are kind of hard for me consistently to do it. But yeah, thank you guys for what you do to just promote this world, and looking forward to talking more in the future. And you learn we actually live pretty close, so
Yeah.
I'm
Mhm.
sure I'll see you out there on the road. We'll get something planned.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
For sure.
One thing I did learn about this whole thing, and Scott, and you probably have the same issues, is that there's so many platforms, right? You got Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, you got all these things. I know you're basically out of Facebook, and I know you want to do more of this kind of stuff, and you got cameras and that kind of stuff. I mean, anytime you need any help or something like that, just reach out. I'll help you out. 'Cause
Oh,
I
that'd
have
be
to.
great. I appreciate it.
Yeah, just don't ask these two below us, because it's I had to go to their house and
Tech's
set
not
everything
our
up for
thing.
them.
Tech's not our thing.
Yeah, and I like tech. So even though they keep on giving me a hard time saying I need to get a tech person, and it is probably right, because it's a lot of work to get this podcast going, and every week, because I literally like tonight, Max, I didn't think he was going to be here, so I kind of every week I kind of redo the slides, so I don't want it to look the same podcast as last week. So I changed things around. If we're only gonna have 3 people here, I'll put 3 screens on there and that kind of stuff. But I usually have the older screens on there also, so then I can just switch some things out. Like tonight, I just put I put your name over there. It was actually had BC. What was it? Our last week's guest on there. This is HD Roney's on. My guys, what's up? T and I. Hey, welcome to the podcast. But if you need any help on YouTube, if you want to go on YouTube, let me know about that. What I would tell you to do first, okay, and is get all the names, everything. Even if you're not planning on doing anything on TikTok, make sure you get your get out there and get that all taken care of. That way, when you do decide it, you don't have to worry about having issues there. The other thing is that Facebook is good, but they don't like I said, they don't like to be a hard drive for videos. So they delete them in 90
Yeah.
days. They're gone. And it's everything. Your shorts, everything. It's I don't know why they did that, but I guess there's a reason for it. YouTube is where all your videos go, and that's where you have to have both of the platforms. Which we're on Spotify. Spotify is actually amazing. I can't, because every day I go work, I listen to the podcast. I flip it on Spotify. We actually are live on, well, not live, but we are actually, Spotify has video. So you can actually watch the podcast on there. So if you're in your car or at a stop sign, or you can flip it on the video version of it, or you can just go right to the voice, which is pretty cool. So tonight, after we get done with this podcast will be on Spotify tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So if people are traveling across the United States, we have 200 and some podcasts on Spotify that you can listen to, which is really cool. And having people like you coming on here talking about 1,000. I mean, I know there's a lot of people out there that want to know about an iron butt ride, which is pretty cool, right? So, and when you are talking about it, one of the things I do is when we're done with the podcast, I take an algorithm tool and it goes through all our text, our voice chat, and it changes the title, it changes the information in the description to fit what we actually talk about. Because sometimes what we say the podcast is going to be, since if we're live, it never goes that way. It goes way off, Scott. So, I mean, I can share all that stuff with you too. I think you have a possibility to have a very good future in social media, because if you look what you have on Facebook with all the pictures and all the trips that you've done, all the stories you have, we haven't really talked about any stories. We just talked about your experience on like doing 1,000-mile ride, right? We didn't talk about, what was your favorite ride? Where was your favorite spot? What was your favorite park? And I mean, we have a lot to talk about, and that's the reason why you'll probably be on here again, so we can talk about
absolutely,
that kind of
yeah, I'd love that.
Yeah, and I guess a lot of people get confused when we have the podcast. We really are. We treat everybody like family, and when we start talking, we might even get off the actual subject that we're talking about, and which is really cool. We talk about Mr. Max here all the time. How you get ready to go fall asleep. He's yawning. He's falling asleep on us. He closes his eye. Les falls asleep, and I'm talking all the time. We got to get off here. Anyway, but I appreciate you being on here tonight. Everybody, Merry Christmas. And
Merry Christmas, everybody.
And Happy New Year. Tuesdays are normally our bike nights, so I can't get on like I would like, but will when I can. Or you can actually just watch the podcast on the next day and just make some comments. That's one of the best things that you can do to keep the videos going, is keep commenting on it. And that way, lives, like I said, are treated differently, but the comments are very important and the likes are very important. So it treats it. YouTube likes videos being uploaded. They do like lives, but they like the short form lives more. And in the future, by the way, guys, in the future, it's coming soon. We'll be doing horizontal and widescreen at the same time on YouTube.
Ooh.
Yes, and it will automatically form to whatever screen you're on. So as you're watching on your phone, you don't have to worry about watching this in that little square anymore, which is freaking awesome. So that's coming soon.
It when I see it.
Shut up, man. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. All right. Merry Christmas, Bob. Merry Christmas, Wind Therapy. Thank you for being a member. Timothy, Merry Christmas. Thank you for being a member. I want to see that member list go up a little bit.
Hey, everybody out there, Les, season's greetings to all of us, because, hey, we put in some work this year.
Yep, absolutely.
And I want to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all our viewers out there. Felicitations, and I hope the good feelings carry on through the rest of the year.
All right, I got to put my Harley Davidson hat on.
Yeah, Chris, I think you might have achieved the impossible. Your name's not on the naughty list anymore.
No!
I think that's a good list, man. I think that's a good list. Our Indian Adventures.
Your name ain't on it.
Merry Christmas, and thank you for being a member. William, man, thanks you. Hey, that's another thing, Scott. Post all your rides on our page too, or our group. Okay. That's what it's for. Our group's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's freaking awesome. And that's what it's for. And we want to be out there in with our fans and all that kind of stuff. Our friends. I guess you could say not really fans. Our friends, because everybody that we meet is friends, and which is pretty cool. So, Roni, Harley life, baby. That's right. Yeah, and that's one thing, Scott. We like having Harley Davidson riders on here. Okay, I know we talked about the Indian thing, but I'm glad you're riding a Harley Davidson. Okay, I mean it's competition, which is really cool. One of these days, hopefully, I might have a Harley Davidson, and I'll be riding that. And the tour pack is going to be changing here in about, I think, on January 14th. It's going to be
Yeah, I heard about that.
the old one's going to be gone. The new one's going to be with the new saddlebags. I mean, not saddlebags, but the saddlebags, the newer ones, new versions. It's going to match that kind of curvature and stuff, which is going to be pretty cool. And then Max, I think they're coming out with the new 3-wheeler. So
Keep it up, Chris.
I'm just kidding. Anyway, folks, Harley Davidson Indian fans, we love you all. Merry Christmas. You guys go ahead and say, Les, go ahead and say your Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Les didn't get a chance to say Merry Christmas. Go ahead, Les.
Well, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to everybody, and looking forward to 2026. We've got some exciting things planned.
Yeah, and I got an exciting video coming out for you guys on Thursday where we all, you guys will see it. Scott, what do you got? Do you want to wish everybody Merry Christmas?
Yeah, I hope everybody has a fun and safe Christmas, and best of luck to you all in 2026. If you have any questions that may pertain to what we talked about tonight, just send me a message, and I nerd out over this stuff. I can talk about it constantly, so I'd be happy to just provide whatever input I've got.
Yes, and HD, I got your. I think I got your email address. Yes, we are going to do an Iron Butt, man. It's going to be pretty cool. We'll get contacting with you. Hey, Scott, you might even join us. What do you think?
Yeah, I'll try my best.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do. We don't have the dates exactly. It's going to be, I think, the week before Sturgis, folks. But anyway, we'll talk about that more on next week's podcast, the New Year edition one, where hopefully we'll have a bunch of guests come on. Maybe Bob will pop on. Maybe Davis and Audio pop on. I'm going to ask them here in a couple of days to see if they can actually jump on for a few minutes, 5 minutes, whatever it is, and just tell everybody Happy New Year. And I think that's going to be a cool podcast next week. We don't have really a guest, but I think all our guests are welcome to join the next week's podcast to come on here. And Scott, I mean, you can come on here too if you're free on next Tuesday. But we're going to have a fun New Year's podcast, and I might even do a live one on New Year's night just for a couple hours. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, that Max and them will be asleep. Les will be asleep. But anyway, you guys.
I'm looking forward to drinking.
Drinking? I'm not allowed drinking. So anyway. You guys have a good night. We're going to get off here. I appreciate you coming on here, Scott. What a great podcast. And it'll be on Spotify actually tonight. So if anybody's traveling, you guys can listen to it for Christmas. And then Merry Christmas, and everybody, your family, be safe and ride safe. And
Peace out, everybody. Happy New Year.
Right.
Merry
Thanks,
Christmas.
guys.
Merry Christmas.
Yep.
See ya.
Namaste. Namaste.
Yeah. All right. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
I think you're still on that naughty list.
I hope so.
All right. Have a good one.
I'm putting his name back on. You got to
Yes.
try harder.
Yes!